This tier list is based on game sense, panic levels, and how fast they would throw Shack Pallet. I feel like he would know how to loop, but also get stuck on the environment, right? Have you been there? Because I have. I'm sorry, please don't come after me, but I feel like Mike would be. Some of these characters will last 5 gens and escape every time, but some of the others, they will die quickly because they keep running into the killer.
That isn't gonna work, Dingus.
Oh, really?
I know we have quite a few of these characters in DBD already, but it would be cool to see what you think about having some of these others in Dead by Daylight as well. S tier, escapes every trial. A tier, solid survivors. B tier, panics but clutches sometimes. I feel like that would be me. C tier, locker gremlin. They just want to hide. D tier, first hook, rage quit. They're like, fuck this game, I'm out. F tier, dies in the tutorial. There's just no hope for them. We are starting with Henry. Henry Creel. I know he's in DBD already, but if he were to go in as a survivor, that's a different story. He would be a super juicer of a survivor. He would be mind gaming the killer at Shack or anywhere else for that matter. So he would probably be S tier, escapes every trial. I believe it. If you disagree with me, let me know. For Alexi, I feel like he would be a little locker gremlin. I feel really bad saying it, but I feel like that's what he would be. He would be very similar to Dwee and, you know, hiding in lockers. So that's what we're gonna do for Alexi. I know, I'm so sorry. Unfortunately for Argyle, I feel like he'll be very similar to a Jonathan Byers, a player. I mean, yes, because they are besties in season 4, but I feel like he would panic but clutch sometimes. Just sometimes though. For Papa, I feel like he would not be a good player. He would die in the fog. So maybe also he would be a rage quitter. First hook, rage quit. That's Papa. If Demo was a survivor, imagine what? Demos would be really good. I feel like they would be a solid survivor if in a whole other world, okay, that a demo would be a survivor. For Derek, I feel like he would be someone to do like a little cheeky blast mine and to like kind of bully the killer in a way. So I feel like Derek, even though I know like kids are not allowed in DBD, but this is hypothetical, of course, Derek would be a solid survivor, and I feel like he'd be low-key bully, but then also very, very cracked too. So yeah, solid survivor. Since we already have Jonathan in the fog, I feel like, you know, he'll be up here with Argyle. Just panics, but sometimes clutches. You wouldn't expect to see that from a Jonathan, right? If Joyce was in the fog, oh, she would be cracked. She would escape every trial, and I'm not just saying that because I love her, okay? I'm not being biased, but Joyce players, yes, if it was a thing, if she ever were to come into the fog, I feel like she would escape every trial, maybe get a little flashlight save here and there, maybe, but yeah, and she would protect the team, so she can go up here with Henry. Karen with her wine. I love Karen so much. She is such a badass. And I feel like she'll be up there with Joyce and Henry. She'll be S tier. Escaping every trial. Helping the team. Karen would be someone that has head on. She is waiting. She is there waiting to get a save. Okay. Billy! Y'all, what if we got Billy in DBD? That would be so cool. I would definitely play Billy. I think he would be a solid survivor. Maybe he would greed pallets. He would be an insane looper. I feel like, yeah, solid survivor for Billy. Because I know he was an ass at first. But then at the end, he changed. Bob. What do you think about Bob? He would be up there with Jonathan. He would panic, but clutch sometimes. I feel like he would be very strategic and also have like Kim Trap or something. Chrissy, I know she had a very, very small part, but I still wanted to include her in this list. Locker Gremlin. Yeah, she'd be too scared to do stuff too, you know, which is understandable. Chrissy. Dr. Kate dies in the tutorial. Nah, she will not be a good teammate. None of that BS, okay? And I'm just saying that because, yeah, I don't like her. All right. This doctor guy, I forgot his name. Nah, I think he would die in the tutorial too. Like, this is just not for him, you know? Eddie! We do have Eddie in the fog. For Eddie, he panics, but clutches sometimes though. I feel like he would know how to loop, but also get stuck on the environment, right? Have you been there? Because I have many times. You're like, oh my god, yeah, let's go. We're juicing, we're looping, and then you just run into a pipe or something. Like something so random and so small, and then it gets you downed. Next we have Erica. I know she is a kid as well, but for this video, if she were to be in Dead by Daylight, she would be a solid survivor, definitely, because she is a very sassy girl. Very sassy, but very smart. She would be someone that is following you around to get the flashy save, right? And then she gets it, like, almost every time. That's Erica. Dustin! We have Dustin in the fog as well. Oh no, look, he'll be a locker gremlin. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but that's literally one of his perks, okay? Literally one of his perks, so he has to be a locker gremlin. And that perk I'm mentioning is really fucking cool, so it's not a bad thing to be a locker gremlin. It's a smarter way of surviving, right? Next we have Holly! Again, a kid. Hypothetical, okay. Holly. I know she's a little scared, but then she gets brave, just like a lot of these people. But she would panic but clutch, right? Yeah, she would panic because of the fear, but then clutching because she's a wheeler. Next we have Hopper. Hopper, he would rage quit. First hook, rage quit. Like, why am I even here? Get me out of this match. Get me out of this game, literally. But he's only mad because he's bad at the game, right? He keeps running into the killer. He keeps running into Trapper's traps. He keeps just getting downed and slugged. So he's just like, you know what? I'm done. Lucas! No, Lucas, he would be a solid survivor, okay? He's very calm and he thinks before acting, and yeah, he's very brave. He's a very brave guy. Solid survivor. But I really would love to have Lucas in the game. Lucas, Max, Mike, Behavior, can we make it happen? I know that a lot of them are in Fortnite too. I know Lucas is in there. Max! If Max was in DBD, I am manifesting we have Max in DBD, okay? At least a legendary for 11. That's all we want, okay? So for Max, she will be S tier, okay? Because I freaking love her. She is a bad bitch. She would escape every trial. She's very alert and stubborn. Mike, I feel like he'll be a locker gremlin too. I'm sorry, please don't come after me, but I feel like Mike would be a locker gremlin. But then he would also be one of those survivors that is very altruistic and goes for the unhook when they're injured and the killer is camping. Mind Flayer? What are we gonna do with Mind Flayer? Listen, I don't know. Mind Flayer, I guess? They will be a solid survivor, right? If Mind Flayer was a survivor, they would be solid and kind of scary, I think. For Mr. Clark, he would be a locker gremlin, but also have super useful perks like for being in the locker, right? But then also might have a cheeky little head-on. Head-on, built to last. Dustin's perk, what is it? Change of plan, and I don't know, whatever else will help. Inner strength, maybe? Yeah, he'll be really smart about it. But a locker gremlin, definitely. For Mr. What's-It, he would panic but clutch. I would say that. I feel like he would be a solid survivor as well. Would know how to flashlight save, get a pallet or whatever. Oh my god, Murray, he would escape every time. No, I'm just saying that. He would have great comms, be fearless. Since we already have Nancy in Dead by Daylight, she's a main of mine. Of course, she is going to escape every trial, even though I don't. But she does because she is a bad bitch. She's very brave, fearless, always gets the flash she saves. But then she would also take protection hits all day, every day. This character is from the first Shadow, and I think her name is Patty. But if she were in Dead by Daylight, she would be a solid survivor because I remember her character. She was very brave for dealing with everything in play and just confronting Henry and just all the things. But if she were in Dead by Daylight, which would be so freaking cool because she is just a whole different character from the franchise. We have Robin. Robin, okay. I'm gonna do this. Escapes every trial because of course she does. Of course she does. Hello? Robin is definitely a survivor, a great addition into the fog, and I am so happy that we have her finally after all these years. We've been asking for Robin scoops. She is a solid teammate, a solid survivor, very smart. She can mind game sometimes. And Steve, there's all kinds of Steves out there, okay? We've had this man in this game for years and years, and I've encountered all different types of Steves. I feel like he's a solid survivor, okay? Definitely. They're brave, altruistic, and very silly goofy. This man, I don't know. He would be a locker gremlin. How about that? Oh my god, Ted? Okay, nah, Ted, he would die in the tutorial. No. He's not making it through. Vecna, if Vecna was a survivor, he would be terrifying. Terrifying and escaping every trial because he's a complete juicer. He maybe cheat a little bit here and there. Maybe he's a little bit of a hacker. I don't know. Maybe he's like really good at the game, but also wants to spend money to hack. Vicky! If Vicky was in this game, she would probably be panicking, but clutches sometimes because she is a panicker. Remember in the show, she was freaking out, but then she got with the program. Okay, Eddie's uncle. I don't know. Maybe. Locker gremlin? I'm just saying locker gremlin. You'll be really good at the game, but also maybe just not want to be out in the open, being kind of smart about it, you know? Will, if Will was in the game, he will be a solid survivor. Definitely. He's very smart and intuitive. I think he would have really cool perks if he were in the game. This guy, nah, he would rage quit. No, I forgot that guy's name too from season 4, but I didn't like him. No, he would rage quit. He would not want to be there. Little Henry, even though, okay, how about we can just do rage quit too for Little Henry because he was scary, right? Scary. That's when he was first coming into powers and then being a little murderer, you know? Ew, this guy, hell no. Now he's gonna die in the tutorial. No, he will not. 11, we have 11 in the game, and I feel like she would escape every trial because she has amazing perks. She's a little badass, and all of the 11s I have seen in the game, they're cracked. What the heck? A lot of them are freaking cracked. I feel like they're very calm under pressure. Susie! Oh, Susie! Oh, we have never heard from you again, girl, but I feel like she would be a solid survivor. She's very smart. She has strong support energy. She would definitely take care of her team. Holly, panics, but clutches sometimes. And also, I feel like the killer would leave her slugged for the pressure. And she would just be at the wrong place at the wrong time. But she would still be a pretty decent survivor. So these survivors are escaping every time. Solid survivors, they escape most of the time. Maybe die twice a week, maybe, not even. Panics, but clutches, they die like half their matches. Yeah. Locker gremlins, they die way more often than not. These, yeah, they're always dying. Okay, they didn't even make it into the game. Okay, so let me know what you think of this tier list. This is based off of my opinion alone. Let me know what you think. How would you rank these survivors? If they were in Dead by Daylight, how would you rank them? Would they survive? Would they sandbag you? Would they sandbag you? Oh, I know a lot of these would. Let me know which survivor you think would sandbag you. Which survivor would sacrifice themselves for you. Let me know in the comments. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.